So I have some stuff I need to list, test some things out, take pictures, get them up on eBay. I usually don't record or film when I'm doing this kind of stuff, but I figured, I don't know, I'll try it and see if I can get a little video out of it and show you guys how I list things. So I basically take my pictures on the back part of my SUV. So if you guys don't have a lot of room in your house, you know, you just live somewhere where you can't set up or anything like that, no excuses guys, you can literally do it anywhere. I mean, I have the space, I do it in here just because it's just easier. Like I put these leftover carpet pieces here, and every time I go out to some yard sales, I have all the stuff right here, and then I just open up my garage, unload the stuff, and then it's just easier. I just do it right here. I don't have to go anywhere else, you know. I just got my stuff right here and list right here, take pictures, and I even list it from here. I'll take pictures here and then I'll go inside and sit down and just list everything on my phone. These Nikes here, polka dot Nikes, I paid $6.99. I paid $6.99 at Savers. I had my son help me clean them. They came out pretty good, and I put in these are shoe shapers, and I put them on so you can clean them, and they've been on there for a few days now. So it got to the point where now even if I take them up, the shoe has a shape. Before they were like really flat, you know. I mean, I usually use these shapers anyways for pictures. I just make sure that I disclose everything in the pictures, you know. I mean, on the listing, I don't make it seem like if they're shaped like this, I'll say, you know, the shaper is just for picture purposes. And basically I use my phone for the picture. So always wipe down your lens, guys. Every time you use your phone and you're gonna take a picture, no matter, even if it's eBay or personal, just wipe down your lenses because it looks way better. And then just take some pictures, some different angles. I just noticed this one has like a little stain right here, so I make sure to show that. You don't want to make it seem like, you know, your shoes is something that it's not, or your item is something that it's not. Always show your defects, and if somebody buys it, then they bought it knowing what it was, you know what I mean? That way you'll have less problems of somebody trying to return them. I mean, if you want to offer returns or not or whatever, but even if you do, if you're straight up about what your item is like in the description and disclose everything, you'll have less problems. I'm gonna take the shapers out so I can take a picture of the inside, and I'll even take a picture without the shapers so they can see, like, I'm not trying to hide anything, you know what I mean? Like that, I'm not trying to make them look like something they're not. And if usually for shoes, I also take a picture of the price tag. I mean the price tag, this tag, like the shoe tag, where the size, these are size 8. And I'll even take a picture of the bottom of the shoe. And that's pretty much it. We're gonna list them on eBay right now. All right, so the easiest way to look up shoes, especially Nikes, is you look up this number right here. So this is 810-857-106. All right, so the easiest way, so what you do is once you're at the completed and sold listings, you just select one, and then you go to sell one like this. You add your pictures. You go to done, and basically, like, everything's gonna copy from that one listing that that you selected. So this one says Nike Roche men's size 9 red white polka dot. I didn't even know these were men's. I thought these were women's, but I'm gonna make sure. That's the one thing that you also, so for one, mines are not a size 8, they're a size 9. I mean, they're not a size 9, they're a size 8. So you change that, and then you go to the item specifics and condition, pre-owned. So everything that the last person entered is already there, so you just kind of change. That's the one thing you have to be careful. Just change anything that you don't need or want. So it has a style right there, where it's made from, you know, any specifics on the shoe. You make sure that Everything looks cool. So then you go to pricing, and eBay's gonna show you that, well, I change it to buy it now. I do all buy it now. I don't do auctions. And pretty much the median sold price for these shoes is $34.99. But obviously you do your research first and you decide what you're gonna put them at. Since there's not very many for sale, there's only 4, and there's actually 3 that sold, I'm gonna put mine at $39.99, which is what the other ones sold for. I could probably post them even a little more. I forgot what the ones that are for sale are, but I'll just post it at $39.99. And if anybody happens to see them, then I'll maybe send them an offer or something. I got them for $6.99. All right, so then you go to shipping, and this is where it's important. Like in shipping, you need to figure out basically how much it's going to ship for before you even list it, because you don't want, at the end, you don't want to end up with someone paying very little shipping and then it's end up being more. So this is what I do. I'm going to show you guys what I do with these shoes. I don't necessarily probably would do it, because there's also like shoe boxes for these, and usually eBay tells you like about how much it's gonna weigh, and the packaging details is gonna be like kind of right on the money. And if you send priority, that's how much it would be. You can select your I usually choose USPS Ground Advantage, so it's a little cheaper, but in this case you can see that it's a lot of more. If you choose priority, so eBay is already telling you, if you choose priority and you ship it probably in like a priority mail shoebox, that should be the size that it's going to be between that much money. I do calculated shipping. You know, eBay kind of tells you already like what they recommend and stuff, and about how much the size should be and things like that. But usually on other items, what I do is I take the item, I have a little scale, I go weigh it, I measure it, I kind of figure out how I'm gonna ship it, I measure kind of the item, and then I add a little bit more for bubble wrap or the box or whatever, and then I enter those specifics. Oh, there's a stain right there, look. I'm gonna take a picture of that right now. So there's you enter those specifics, and then that way it gives you a more calculated shipping for someone. Whoever buys it, they can then just enter their zip code and they pay whatever they're gonna pay. The next thing was you enter your preferences, like how long you're gonna take to ship, a day, 2 days, 3 days, if you're gonna accept returns or not. You just go to list your item, and you're done. Then I have this Nerf ball. It's like a sponge, like plastic foam ball, has little finger grips here. This is like a early 2000s. I got this one for $3.99. This one has a little bit of this logo here. It's like a 3D, it's a little bit lifted. The logo here is a little bit lifted right here, but I've seen worse. And I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna list this one up and show you guys. I'm gonna show you guys too. Take the tag off. There you go. All right, so if you don't know what something is, I mean, you probably had to search it up at the store or at a yard sale, wherever you bought it from. But searching it up to see how much it sells for and listing is the same thing. So let me go back on these shoes. You go to your camera on eBay and you just take a picture of it, and it's gonna come up. So this is there's different colors. You look for the one that's basically the one. It's a Nerf ball, 2005 Hasbro toy. You could either go back and search it or just kind of choose an item from there. I go back and search. So it's 2005 Hasbro Nerf football, and there's 43 results, and well, those are the ones that sold. There's actually 240 for sale. If you want to be specific, you can probably put like orange. I can't spell. So you want to do like orange, you know, so and then you go to sold, And you see that these are selling like $39.99, $34.99, $23. So then you just choose the one you want, sell one like this, same thing. And we're gonna take some pictures right now. You just take a few, you know, like, you gotta think of, like, if you were the buyer, what would you want to see? You know what I mean? I lift this up a little bit and show them how that's coming off. The other side. Done. Again, same thing. I just always put, I probably should have like a copy and paste thing or like a quick whatever, you know, but I just say, please ask any questions before buying. All sales are final. Done. Same thing, you go to pricing. I change it to buy it now option, and it's giving me a medium sold price of $26.49. I'm gonna price mine at $29.99. You go to done, and it's giving you, see the option for this one, it's giving you that it's 1 pound, about the size 14 by 12 by 9 box. Probably could use a smaller box, and the shipping is gonna be anywhere between $8 to $9 for whoever buys it. So I just go to done. Your preferences, most of the, like, whenever you enter your preferences and you enter like your handling time, your return, stuff like that, that's always going to be there. You're not going to need to always be changing that. So now you just go to list your item, and you're done. I'm going to do like maybe 2 more. I have this shirt that I picked up at Goodwill. I paid $5.99. I couldn't find it. I usually don't like paying like $6 on shirts, because, or like, you know, 6, 7, $8, whatever, because if they only sell for like 10 or 15 bucks, then that's not a whole lot of profit. Pro tip, I just realized I didn't even see this at the at the Goodwill. So always check your clothes. You see how that has like a pull, like a little stringy right there. But the reason I bought this was because it's a Nike, and it's a 4X, and usually bigger clothes sells pretty good. So even if I paid $6 for it and it has that right there, you know, if I can get $10 for it, then I'll just probably come clean, you know, like basically break even. So maybe this wasn't a great buy, but if I find something that's 4X, 5X, 3X, like I usually, if it's something that, you know, I'm pretty sure a big guy that wants to golf or whatever and wants a Nike shirt, they can pay $10 for it. Then what I do is I turn it around. Yeah, this shirt wasn't a good buy, but learning experience for me and learning experience for you guys. You guys learn from my mistakes, because like there's more kind of like pulls tags right there, or whatever, fabric pulls, fabric pulls. Yeah, this shirt is bad. Look at this. I really shouldn't have bought this shirt. Look at that. Look. But like I said, this was like, look at, oh no, I'm probably not even gonna list this. Look at that. That's bad. Anyways, all right, so then I have this Samsonite kind of laptop bag with wheels on it. This one also cost me $6.99, so I'm gonna take a picture of that tag. I've been wondering if other people that resell, like when they take pictures, I mean when they buy stuff, do they just keep track of their expenses? Like, oh, I went to, you know, thrift store today and I spent $45, $50, and keep the receipt and that's it, and then sell everything? Or do they go by specific item? Because I've been going by specific item. Kind of like if I paid $6.99 for this, I'll go and enter it in my spreadsheet, and then I'll say, this is when I bought it, this is how much I paid, this is how much, you know, all the costs and fees, and then I see my net. I think you can do it either way. It's probably be easier to just you know, I bought all this stuff for 45 bucks and I got this much out of it. But I just kept on doing that spreadsheet by, you know, kind of just itemizing it, because I also wanted to do a video to kind of show you guys at the end, like my first 90 days. So I'm going to do that. And I looked these up. I thought it was worth buying it, but I didn't know the specific model number. It does have the model number, like stuff in here, information. But if the tags are in there, like and you can't really read them, what I do is I take a picture. Like I'll try to just show the tag the most possible. I'll go in there and try to snap a picture of it. See, so it's 934,865. So then I'll search that and see if I can find anything. So that number is not giving me anything specific, so I'm guessing it's not a model number. But then from there you can see kind of like, you can get an idea of how to list it. You know, like for example, this one looks like it. It's not the exact same one, because this one has like a little like slit right here in the front. This and mine doesn't. But they call it a Samsonite black wheeled portfolio laptop, wheeled rolling carry-on briefcase. So, you know, you can use all those keywords to search it up and use that in your title too. So what I usually do, I copy it and then I'll go and paste it in the search bar. There's going to be like a lot of words probably, but I just search anyways, and see, then I get more that come up here. See, and you can see how this one here, they're asking 55 bucks. This one they're asking 40, but that's the one I think I found. This one they're asking 90. Yeah, I found 10 cents. I found a diamond inside the bag. I was just looking to see, oh, actually, look, you can even, there's like a zipper where I could have opened this. To look at that tag better. So I was just looking to see if there was any other tags that I could see the model number. Now that I opened it up a little more, you guys can, I don't know if I can show you guys, but you can see that is the style. So it says like style number 934865. So I'm gonna Google that. All right, so after I Googled it, I can't find the exact style, but it's pretty much a Samsonite double, I don't know how to say that word, it's a wheeled portfolio. So I'm just gonna go to completed and sold items, and you see how some of them are selling for 89, 25, 40, 99, 29, 65. So when I can't find something specific, you know, I just try to choose the closest one. All right, so you choose the one that kind of looks more like yours, and then you go same thing, sell one like this. Oh, we haven't taken pictures, so we're gonna do that real quick. I got a Cheetos bag over here. Okay. That. The top. Sides. Sides. We'll do the bottom. I'll do a close-up of the zippers, Samsonite logo. Do the back. And then I'll just do the like open it up and take some pictures of the inside. All right, so now we're gonna upload the pictures. Okay, let's see. And they're still going. There it goes. I'm gonna choose this one, and you just kind of like drag it up here. Oh, it only went halfway. There you go. Main photo now. You go to done, and then Samsonite briefcase, 17-inch black wheeled portfolio laptop carry-on weekend bag. That's what they have. The 17-inch, I'm gonna make sure. I don't know how to measure a bag, but I'm gonna, oh yeah, see, right about 7, maybe this is an 18-inch. Let me see. No, I'd say 17. Yeah, so that's cool. Pricing, I'll go change it to buy it now, and it's giving me a median sold price at $24.07. I think this bag can go for at least 30 to 40 bucks. So I'm gonna try $39.99, and I can even do like our best offer. So I'll allow offers, and I'll say a minimum of, I don't know, 25 bucks. I bought it for 6 bucks. You go to done. The shipping, eBay is suggesting that this weighs 7 pounds. You're gonna need a 13 by 11 by 2.5 inch box, which is wrong because this thing is at least 17 inches. So something like this, I'm gonna weigh and make sure that I don't later on lose money on shipping. So let's do that. I use this little scale that I bought from Amazon. I think it was like 20 bucks. It can hold up to like 400 pounds, I think. I forgot how many pounds, but it can hold a lot. So we're gonna weigh this bag, and you guys can see that it's at about a little bit over 7 pounds. So eBay is not that off. They did say 7 pounds, but you have to consider like the box. I mean, this probably doesn't need like a whole bubble wrap, but you still need to maybe cover it in something, you know, just to protect it. And then a box, so I would say 8 pounds. So see, it said 7 pounds 2 ounces, so that's, they got the weight right. I'm gonna change it to 8 pounds because you have to account for like packaging and the box and stuff. And then we're gonna measure it. So this measures 17 inches. So if I was to box it up, I'd probably need a box of at least a 20 inch box. By 16 inches at least, and then possibly like 6 inches wide. So what was it? 20 by 16 by 6. Usually once something hits like 20 inches, that's gonna change the pricing a lot, but 20 by 16 by 6, I changed that. And priority mail, it's telling me that priority mail, that would cost between like $13 to $47. But if I change it to a USPS Ground Advantage, it can cost between $11.50 and $23.11. So that's way better. See, so that's where you kind of need to do that, because if you leave it how it was, then maybe it's charging too much shipping and somebody's not going to buy it. This way it gives the opportunity of somebody, the item might sell faster, because, you know, maybe somebody will buy it for 30 bucks and pay $11 shipping, you know what I mean? And you list your item. Done. All right guys, I hope you guys like this kind of video. I was gonna come out here this morning and just kind of like get to work, take a whole bunch of pictures, test some stuff, but then I was like, hey, you know what, let me just kind of record this. But it'll take too long if I just do everything, you know. Maybe I should just kind of put the camera down and show what I like, just show what I do. But I kind of wanted to give you guys a little bit of explanation of how I do it. And I learned at the same time while I'm doing it, because I learned that shirt, you know, wasn't that great and stuff, and hopefully you guys can learn from it too. I'm not like a huge business eBay. I'm not like this huge I have been doing it for a while on and off, just like as a side gig, you know, kind of like making extra money, you know, for fun. I love going to yard sales. So, you know, this is not like professional advice. This is just like somebody real, like real advice from somebody real that does it as a real, just small side hustle, just to make some extra cash. So any kind of feedback, advice you have, also drop it in the comments. I can learn from you guys too. If you enjoyed the video, if you get entertainment, education from it, please help me out, subscribe. I'm trying to reach 1,000 followers. If you're already subscribed, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. Drop me a comment, hit that like button, and see you guys next time on Picking for the Low.